Near the end of 1988, Don tried to soften my image by having Jesse Jackson baptize me in Chicago. And guess what, girl? Guess what? One of the ladies, one of the sisters, what do they call the nurses in the church? The white gloves. He took one of them in the back after the baptism and wore that ass out. God gonna get you, Mikey Tyson. God gonna get you. So I really do hope that everybody had a beautiful Thanksgiving. I did. I worked the book club, but other than that, I had a really good Thanksgiving. I got a couple of things that I am thankful for. Okay, some truths came out and a lot of questions were answered in regards to my life. But anyway, hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and tip your favorite narrator via Cash App at $NAROB on YouTube. Please don't forget me for Christmas, y'all. I'm very fortunate that I'm still able to make money through YouTube, but I don't always get let's say a decent check, okay? For at least for the amount of work that I put in with these books. And if you are not already a part of this book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's continue reading Mikey Tyson. I met Don through Jimmy and Caton. So if I got involved with Don, it was mostly their fault. When you really think about it, Jimmy and those guys let Don see how weak they were with me. They involved him in our business and he saw an opening. Without sounding egotistical, the whole Tyson thing was too big for Jimmy and Bill. It was probably even too big for Cuss. They never saw anything like me. Nobody in the entire history of boxing had made as much money in such a short period of time as I did. I don't know how he would have handled this thing. I was like some really hot pretty bitch who everybody wanted to screw. You know what I mean? It was just that Don got to me, but if it hadn't been Don, it would have been Bob Arum or somebody else. With Cuss and Jim gone, I didn't care about any of those people. Whoever gives me the highest bid, whatever I wanted, I'll go with them. It became a game to me. Everybody was thinking about themselves, so I might as well think about myself. So to answer the question, how the hell did Don King get Mikey Tyson? He just answered the question. Timing. Don King caught him in a moment where he was his most reckless. And since you being reckless, Mikey Tyson, come on over here and be with the recluse of recklessivity. I know that I loved being champ. And I felt that nobody would do that job better than me. I would destroy anything in front of me. If you were in the same occupation and we weighed the same, you would be dead. My whole job was to hurt people. Jimmy Bill tried to tone that down, but Don was with the program. So when I started hanging out with Don, boom, the whole public perception of me changed. Now I was the bad guy. You got that right. Because everybody hated Don King because of who he was. A clown. Clownery. Buffoonery. Fuckery. Niggeritchery. Okay? And it was like you kind of lost respect for Mikey Tyson. Like, Mikey Tyson had so many lives, y'all. Like, I thought I had a lot of lives, you know? And when I say a lot of lives, I mean go through cycles in life, whether you're the good guy, the bad guy, the weak guy, the vulnerable guy, the stupid guy, the rich guy, the poor guy, the abused guy. And when you recover, you start a whole new life. The addicted guy. You know what I'm saying? It's different lives. But Mikey Tyson went through several different lives and recovered. Now he's the lovable grandpa. So many of my problems stemmed from me thinking I deserved shit after being so poverty-stricken growing up. That's a lot of these people's problems. Some of these people really believe that because they come from a certain place that they deserve all the riches of life. And if a person so happened to kick the bucket on their watch, my uncle died on Julian's watch, so that's just the cycle of life. No, you dumb mother. You responsible for a whole lot of fucketry in this world. I'm telling you, we're in a sick place. This is the time of the awakening, y'all. Cuss was always trying to get me to transcend myself and separate myself from my ego. Get out of my own head, but it was hard. Hey, I deserved that car. I deserved that mansion. I deserved that bad bitch. When I got with Don, I had to have the top of the line cars and lots of them. I was getting the best Lamborghinis and a bulletproof Hummer that had been owned by some Saudi prince. I was going to Bristol to the Rolls-Royce factory, and they were designing my custom Rolls for me. Cuss wouldn't have approved all that. If a guy had a convertible, Cuss thought he was a selfish pig. We see a nice car, and I'd say, wow, that's a cool car. And Cuss would be like, look at this selfish bastard. He can only drive around one bitch or one friend. Where the other two gonna sit? I mean, that's not my problem. When I drove my 6 Series convertible BMW Sport Edition, I didn't give 2 fucks about where the third and the fourth person was going to sit. All I knew about was one, me, the driver. So if I was selfish for that, I mean, and in reality, ain't none of them motherfuckers paying the car note. I am. We would have had a great reality show back in 1988. I say this with all modesty. I started the whole bling bling look with my customized stretch limos and collection of Rolls and Lamborghinis. P. Diddy and them were trying their best to get in our camp, but we set the tone. I started the trends that were followed by today's hip-hop moguls. I was the first to buy Rolls Royces and Ferraris. In 1985, what other black guy in his 20s was buying these kinds of cars legally? And I didn't have just one. I had a fleet of them. That's right, Mikey Tyson. Remind these niggas who you are. I am the Mikey Tyson. That whole gangster rap image formed around me. I was bringing that attitude to the world. I represented that era. Even Don got freaked out by the image I was portraying at that time. Near the end of 1988, Don tried to soften my image by having Jesse Jackson baptize me in Chicago. And guess what, girl? Guess what? One of the ladies who was the church, one of the sisters, what do they call the nurses in the church? The white gloves. He took one of them in the back after the baptism and wore that ass out. God gonna get you, Mikey Tyson. God gonna get you. I spent a lot of time in LA in the late 80s. I had an apartment in Century City off Wilshire. A friend of mine was christening his boat, and he had a party where I met this beautiful girl named Hope. She was with a girlfriend of hers, and they arrived near the end of the party when the food had ran out. I was sitting at a table with a big plate of food in front of me. So Hope walked up to me out of the blue and went into a great Andrew Dice Clay imitation. He was so impressed by it that he invited the girl to come sit down at his table. She was an attractive woman, but their relationship did not develop for sexual reasons. It developed because Mike Tyson enjoyed her energy. She ended up staying in one of Mike Tyson's apartments. We became close. Hope was going to college then, and she didn't have much money, so I let her stay in the spare bedroom in my apartment. But we were just platonic friends. No one could believe it because Hope was so hot. Mike, you effing her. I know you are, all of my friends would say. I saw you F that ugly fat bitch. You got to be effing her. I became super protective of Hope. One of our favorite places to go was this club called R&B Live. That was where Hope bumped into Wesley Snipes. She started dating him while I was out of town. When I got back to LA, she came to me crying. Wesley had broken her heart. He didn't want to see her anymore. Mikey Tyson, you know how many bitches you done screwed and not called no more, and now you mad that the Wesley Snipes then hunched and screwed and disappeared on your friend? Now you're mad? See, Hope, this is what happens when you mess with those kind of guys in your life. You need a straight guy, I told her. What the hell? What the hell does that mean? You need a straight guy. What you trying to say? What does that mean? What does that mean, Mikey Tyson? Hold on, pause. Let's read this again. See, Hope, this is what happens when you mess with those kinds of guys in your life. You need a straight guy, I told her. But Hope didn't want to hear that. She wanted to hear, why are you crying, Hope? I'm going to kick his ass. I don't know what the hell that means. Hope didn't get what she wanted from me, so she said to me, oh, and Wesley didn't get why I was with you. He said, what are you doing with a guy like Tyson to me? I knew that was bullshit. A few days later, I made plans to meet Hope at R&B. I sat next to her and asked her how school was. When we saw Wesley Snipes walk in, I excused myself and walked over to him. Wesley looked up, saw me, and panicked. This is what I don't understand. If you know you're not built like that, why talk shit about the person? I don't understand. Like, it be so many people, you talk shit about a person, but if it get back to them, are you capable of enduring the wrath? And if I know I can't beat him, I ain't gonna never say shiz about him. Nothing. You couldn't pay me to say shiz about him that I know I can't beat. Or ass I can't whoop. Mike, please don't hit me in the face. That's how I make my living, he said. Man, don't worry about that thing with Hope. She's just hurt. We both laughed about it. But I had been drinking a lot of champagne that night. So when I saw Keenan Avery Wayans, I had to tell him something. You know Mikey Tyson don't like when people make fun of him. He don't like that. Okay? And you know they was wearing his ass out on In Living Color.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Marvin. How you doing, Chuck?
Hi there, Mike. How are you?
So I gotta say, I'm really ecstatic to be here.
Alrighty then. Robin, tell us how the date started.
Well, at first I called Michael, and of course things didn't go very well because he's just a boxer from Brooklyn, and of course I was a Harvard medical student.
What about you, Mike? What did you think of Robin?
Oh, well, Chuck, when I first saw Robin, I was ecstatic. I mean, she had this really tight dress on, you know, the kind with the push-up bra, and the breasts were like popping right out, like hitting right in the eye, you know? And as soon as I saw him, Chuck, I said, wow, I'm in love.
Can I talk to you for a minute? I asked. Yeah, Mike, what's up? Did I do something to you or your family? I said, no, why? Because these mother effing jokes about me have got to stop. He got all apologetic. and the jokes about me stopped. All those comedian guys talk shiz on stage or in front of the camera, but when they see me, they want to slap 5. Don't forget, he is a cancer, and his feelings get hurt easily, you know. He's very emotional. Don't talk about me. I don't like that. He doesn't understand that that's just all part of the game. Being a celebrity, you get made fun of. Not all celebrities do, but I mean, I'm sure there's a moment in their career where people make fun of them. But Mike Tyson wasn't having that. He didn't like it. You know, he wasn't there yet. He wasn't at that level where he could be like, okay, we okay. With all this drinking and partying, my weight shot up to 255 that December. My next fight was with Frank Bruno, but that wasn't until the end of February 1989. Then I found myself without a trainer. Kevin was always in the papers talking negative bullshit, saying I didn't know what I was doing. He was very anti-Don, always pro-Caton. I think that his hatred for Don was blinding him. Kevin really fired himself. He didn't want to be with us. He wanted the whole Caton team back. We were going to hire him back at the same price, but he didn't want it. And then he sued me. My own litigation with Robin was still in the courts, but that didn't keep us from seeing each other. The fuck are you still doing with that bitch?
Oh, my life.